All right. Hey, hello everybody. It's Daniel here, and today I wanted to make a video about the Arc of Osiris middle strategy. Now I was a little bit late on my preparations, it seems, but no worries. I will adjust on the fly. So basically, I wanted to do a video about what it means to play in the middle lane. So I'm not sure if I have the right presets here. Yep, yeah, this seems decent enough without this one. This one should be somewhat reversed, but let's say with something fast. This is an older an older preset. I didn't have quite time to make it. Okay, so why do I make this video? Well, because of the new strategies that we want to implement. There has to be the middle players will have to play a little bit differently, or so to say, a little bit stronger in the start. Now, what's gonna happen here is that a battle gun is gonna open. I don't want to miss that. So, according to the new teleport timers that we have and the new role of gathering that I think we're gonna introduce very successfully. The gathering also has the role to garrison, so that's that. The middle players will have a very special and important role that I will explain very soon as I enter. Okay, so I got inside. So what's happening here? Why am I making this? So the middle players, we all know this. They are the strongest players that fight on the field. They go to the middle, they clear the enemy armies. They always have the strongest commanders for field battles. That means Guan Yu, Alexander, maybe the new Harald, YSG, and the other area of effect commanders. But middle team, besides having those commanders, also has to be on another thing. It has to be very precise with the timings. So besides having strong commanders, they sometimes need to be fast commanders also. Now I will demonstrate here. For example, I will go and take this obelisk. So why do they have to be fast? Well, first to reach the arc, of course, to have all the armies in one place. It's another reason. But one, and what I think about mostly, is to get to the objectives. That they get to the objectives. That's why they need to be fast as well. Now, another thing that maybe people should ask, or are asking themselves, if the middle players are having so strong armies, why do they not teleport first? Well, here's the thing. They should basically teleport first if they would if the buildings would not open at exactly the same time the teleports appear. That's the issue. So basically, what I'm saying is that we need the strongest players to be already defending the structures on the field. We need them on the field before the structures open. That is why they fail. That is why in the future their role will not have teleports, and teleports will be probably allocated to the people that swarm and kill the troops fast. I will make an example of this right after I send out my troops. So So like I said, middle player needs to be fast. So what do I mean by that? So you select this tile, or even better, you click march here, and you push 1, and then you gather, then 2, gather, 3, gather, 4, gather, 5. Or it's not in the, it's not inside. Awesome. All right. So I got my 4 marches right here. They are moving to the targets. Now let's check just a moment to see how fast are they moving. Now you see, for example, I want to move them to the desert altar. So let's move them here, 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 and here. Okay, so you can see the Khan is already moving at 2 minutes. It's very, very fast. That will reach before the 53 mark. Now, of course, there is something to say. Look, like the armies that I sent last are already behind 40 seconds. If I were to be even further behind here with my teleport, the armies would be even slower. So what does this mean? Well, first, it would mean that the people who are in the middle team will have to enter the battlefield first. So if you are in the middle, you just spam click the enter, you get a first row position. Another thing that you have to do is to make presets according to your move speed. For example, mine was a little bit wrong because I didn't have time, but looking at the speed of the marches right now, I would put, for example, Barbaras in the number 1 position, Ethelfred in the 2nd position, and the archers in the 3rd, let's say, and the 4th and final one would be the Genghis Khan that is moving the fastest. So he will launch the last. And that will make all my armies arrive at the same time. Now you see here already I am extremely early at the altar. Like I said, not everybody will reach it just as fine, but you have to try. That's the most important part. You do have to try to reach that in a sensible manner. And that is very important. Let me just capture the obelisk because I don't want to demonstrate teleport eventually. So you got your troops all nice and positioned around the altar. First of all, if you are middle player, you need to be in front. And if you see anybody trying to approach, you start to fight him off immediately. You do not let the enemy approach. You do not let the enemy approach the desert altar. This is extremely important. Now, why? So let's see if I got any other more tips for the beginners. This is the idea. You want to be right here, very early, and teleport. Now I will make sure in the team that the gatherers and the first teleporters do not take your front seats. I will try to do that as far as possible. Now, another tip for the desert, for the altar to capture it. Of course, you got all your armies here. Is to stand around this border, this white border. So when it opens, you can immediately, because you see it does move back just slightly, little bit. So if you manage to sit just right there at the edge, then you will get better results. Now, here is the thing. This is the minute 52. It opens. This is where the teleports come in. Now your job is almost done. You are on a timer. If you are in the middle team, you now see this timer. You can vacate the building to make space for the people that have teleported, and they will start sending the armies. You will see here the army starting to flood in from the players that have already teleported. Most of the time they teleport around minute 50 to 30. So they should be already well around this area. If they are not, you sit around. You sit around until that is clear. You want this timer to finish. That is your first objective as the middle team player. Because right now there is nothing to do in the middle. So you have to take additional tasks. Okay, I will capture these buildings also so I can teleport maybe. Yeah, let's just send one here because it will be easier in the long run to teleport. I want to make use of all my time in the arc to demonstrate the other things as well. Okay, so the time is ticking. Here we got two options. Now usually there is these two options include either pushing towards the Shrine of War on the inside lane. So you got the offensive strategy where you go in front. So there are some interesting some things spawned here. Yeah, okay, did not know that. Maybe I should keep an eye. I was wondering how the caravans are spawning. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Yeah, this is something that I want to study also in this video. So now as a middle player, I have to go with the offensive. The rally should be right now hitting. Around 49, it should be round about here. If you look at the previous videos of the game, because that's the time, like 49, 48, 30. So you need around, if you counted, like you see, if you counted, the moment you see here is secure or something like the enemy cannot reach it, you got 1 minute or something like that, you can advance and you hit it exactly 49. If you count the time from shrine to altar, it's around 1 minute 30, I believe. Let's see, am I right? Or oh, lag, a little bit of lag. Come on. No, don't do this. Why do you do lag in practice? No, come on. What? No, let's test it with the other one because this is bugged. Oh, come on, seriously? Oh, this is unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Like it's yeah, but it should be 1 minute 30. Let's see if we get lucky with this one. Yeah, of course we don't. Why would we? Okay, maybe have a little bit of patience. I don't know what this is. It's all right. So now we can see it, 40 seconds, and you can see it's almost here now. I'm gonna say 1 minute 30, 1 minute 20, no, 30 seconds plus 40, so it's 1 minute 10, so it's even faster probably. Yeah. All right, so it takes 1 minute to move from here to here. That is why you need movement speed, because you need to catch that rally. You need to catch it, maybe even reinforce it. Like even middle players, like you should have your cavalry that you took out from this desert altar, and maybe if the rally is winning and is doing fine, just join in the rally. It's no problem. It's always good to keep that rally healthy. Grimm's got a very strong rally. And now you got the move, you can go aggressively here to the middle, and this is another minute, I believe. And it's also 1 minute from here, and it's also okay. And it's also 1 minute from here. Also, I think that it's exactly almost the same times. This is 1 minute 20. So basically, the map is if when we will use the movement speed skill and you get movement speed on all your marches, a little bit of movement speed on all of them, you will start to see this. Oh shit! The lag is huge. What's going on? You will start to see this. No, 1 second. No, I don't want to send it there. To send it here. Okay, so now you see I cannot teleport. If I try to teleport now, it's impossible. That is why the middle team cannot. They don't have really good teleport timers. And they would be like right now would be starting the fight. So as you can see, there is plenty time to move around, to reach all the objectives, but you need fast moving commanders. Even Athelflaed is max movement speed. No, he's got Edward has 30 movement speed. This is cavalry, of course, and even this guy has some windswept gear on him. And Khan Chow Chow are fast just by how they are. So, for example, let's go into this. For example, you go Ethelflaed. You see it's pimped out with all the movement speed because you need all this movement speed to keep all your marches. You saw all marches going very grouped together. That's very important. And for example, now I would have another one like this, maybe even moving faster if I need. But by Baras, like I said, he's got two windswept cavalry, but he needs them because he's got no movement speed. I try to make all my marches move the same. Otherwise, for middle, it's a big waste. It's a big waste. You cannot benefit from all your troops, the troops' power. All right, so this would be the time, the time where the fight is ending for you middle, and here, if you win, you got the option to either try to swarm an objective, maybe, because this is normal the time at 43, 44. Our next rally would hit from Gumi. The first one, remember, it was at 15, no, 49, and then it takes around 6 minutes because that's 6 to 7 minutes to make another rally until it dies or it fights, until it returns, people join and travels again and all the good stuff. So it's around this time that you can actually join either the next rally or just if you lost, then just retreat and yeah, prepare for the other arc until they bring it back. You just start sending your troops around. Okay, I think this is enough for introduction. Maybe I just want to add one more thing. This I hammer a lot and I talk a lot about importance of me having a great start. Now you see here how I demonstrated is that if you are late 1 minute in one position, you will be late 1 minute in the other position, you will be late 1 minute in the other position. Basically, you do nothing. The match is not there. It's doing shit. So I cannot stress the importance. It's just like in running. You get a false start, you get a bad start, a slow start, you're bad. You're not gonna match your opponents because this is quite a race in the 50 minutes that we have, and that is dictated by how you start a lot. It is dictated by how you start a lot. because of these timers that are extremely tight and extremely set. You cannot prolong the arc and stuff like this. Alright, so I will end it now for the middle team, and I will return it with something else, with